All right, Fallen Skies Homestead here. It's the calm before the storm. So we're out here at the lake. I'm just looking at what's going to go on. So I know that the first storm that happened on Wednesday, it filled back up the lake with this brown stuff. And that really wasn't nothing. So they're reporting that it's going to get up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Level 2 advisement. I just went down the way to look at, Dad and me went down the way to look at the, to get some chicken feed and stuff, and we looked at the mobile home area over here in Covington, and that place is totally flooded again. So I'm sure it's going to be on the news. And so this place, I know, will rise pretty much up to the dam, but then it's going to come down through this spillway that we trenched out here. I know you all remember seeing us trench this out, and we put that pipe in. Well, from the last big storm, that pipe got blown out of the water, so we saved the pipe, but you know, it didn't do much. So we're really taking a look at what we need to do here. So we've changed up our idea. We know what we're going to do next. This is going to become a concrete spillway, and that's how we're going to get it to ultimately go through a hydro tunnel, hydro dam unit. So we're making plans for that, but this whole area down here will be flooded soon. So if you look down this way, it'll be flooded soon. Water will be spilling all over this area. So it's already very wet down there, but then it's going to be flooded. So I'll come back and do a video here in about 2 or 3 hours, and you'll see how bad the water's flowed over the dam, and then messes up all that area down there. So that's just how much water flows in here when it's the rainy season. And and what happened is, guys, is that they put in subdivisions above us, and they took out 2 lakes. Well, when they took out those 2 lakes, I mean, there was 2 lakes this bigger than this, much bigger than this. This is a 9-acre lake. They took out 2 of these lakes. Well, they didn't put nothing back. So all the water from that area flows down into here. So you can literally quadruple the size of this, of how much water will flow into this. And that's what had happened. So, you know, this is kind of ridiculous, but we'll make it through. We've finally been here enough to figure out how we're going to change stuff. So we'll get it done. Dad came up with some good ideas. I think my ideas are pretty good too. So we'll get it worked out. I was just showing you what's going to go on before the storm. So this is after Wednesday storm. Then we got Friday night storm that's coming in here. It's going to start about 2:30, and then end Saturday afternoon, and I'll show you the mess from there. All right, Fallen Skies Homestead, this is Seth, over and out. All right, Fallen Skies Homestead, back again the next day. The flood, the overspill, you know, worked the way it should. You see the water coming down the spillway from over here. It didn't get as high as I thought. I thought it would have gotten higher. That must mean that they didn't release as much water as they usually do. The lake did come up more, but it started filling the smaller lake up first. So, and that lake is not at full pull, the smaller lake. So it filled most of the smaller lake up, which I really don't want that to get filled with this brown water stuff, because that's all natural spring water, and it stays pretty full all the time. This one, we just keep the spout open so the water can come out of it. until they get finished doing what they're doing up top. But it did overflow just a little bit. Let me show you what's in the spring. You know what I don't like is all the garbage that comes from upspring, up in the way here. See all that garbage right there? That's ridiculous. But, you know, we got to work with what we got to work with. We'll get it cleaned up. But the water is flowing in there. It's just not as heavy as it was late last night. But, you know, I really couldn't show you nothing because you couldn't see anything anyway. But it's not as bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So hopefully they don't release any more water and we'll get this to flow out. I don't know if y'all can see down there the water flowing. We just open it up and let it flow out, because again, this is not really, see how the water is flowing out down there. We just let it all flow out. And we don't really worry about anything, just let it flow out, because again, the subdivision that's up way, you know, when they put in a subdivision, they disturb the soil and take out all the trees, and then all you got is you know, Georgia red clay and water, so you're gonna have that muck. But we'll get it to clean up and it'll get downstream. They're really saying on the news how all the Georgia riverways are all overflowing, and yes, we can definitely see it. Okay, I gotta get to another spot this morning, but I'll get back with y'all. All right, Fallen Skies Homestead over now.